Could these drones that we seeing over New Jersey that's coming off the Atlantic Ocean, could these drones be the military craft that will soon project a holograph over itself to appear as an alien UFO? As I mentioned in my last video, we are in the final month of 2024 and Project Blue Beam can happen any day now as we count down to Christmas and New Year's. As more and more wars happen over the earth, as we continue to get closer and closer to nuclear war, as we get closer and closer to Armageddon in Syria, Project Blue Beam will be used to unite the world against the common threats from so-called outer space. We are living in the days of artificial intelligence that can become self-aware. AI can make any fake footage and make it appear real. There's no telling what kind of power AI is capable of yet. The shadow government could use AI to control the Project Blue Beam holograms. There are reports that the drones that we are watching over New Jersey are controlled by artificial intelligence. Revelations 13:15. He was then permitted to give life to the statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anybody refusing to worship it must die. When you give life to a statue, it comes to life. That means you took a robot, which is essentially a statue, and you gave it artificial intelligence. And this living robot will want mankind to worship it, to obey it, and to be ruled by it. Mankind will be ruled by artificial intelligence, super quantum computer. This is all a part of the Antichrist Dajjal system. Since the scientists said that there is no God, then science will be your God and science will rule over mankind and slaughter mankind who refuses to worship this artificial intelligence computer. All of this is happening during the same year when Congress has repeatedly admitted that UFOs exist from non-human entities. But nobody cares because we've all been desensitized already through Hollywood and cartoons and video games to accept the fact that UFOs exist, and we're conditioned to accept it. It's normalized to us because in reality, real UFOs are chariots of God operated by angels. And the chariots of God are about to appear on earth as the true Messiah Isa returns in Damascus, Syria to confront the Antichrist and his latter-day forces. The chariots of God are already doing probing drills and appearing all over the earth as they prepare to bring back the Messiah. As people from all over the earth are looking up into the sky and seeing these strange lights, these strange glowing orbs zipping back and forth throughout the sky, because those are the chariots of God getting ready to invade earth.
Psalm 68 verse 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
And Bill and Sandra, when things like this are happening, it seems everyone starts to look up, like my crew and I have been here in Mendham recording this video that you're looking at right now. We have no idea what it is, if it's a natural phenomenon, because it could be, but this is why so many municipalities are now asking people to reach out and send their videos to them or to experts who might be able to sort out what they're seeing in the skies. But I guarantee there's so many people looking up and making those recordings because this mystery is one that needs to be solved. For now, we're live here in Mendham Borough. Tony H, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Everyone is seeing drones, but are they Ezekiel's will within a will, talked about in the Bible? Let's get into it. So this is what it looks like when you zoom in on camera to these drones, which gives the appearance of a ball of energy. Ezekiel 10:10, as for their appearance, the four of them looked alike. Each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel, and beside each of the cherubim, they sparkled like topaz. That's what Ezekiel said. Now, is this what Ezekiel saw in the Bible? This is speculation, but videos online are showing portals opening in these drones or these anomalies coming out of the portals. Here's another close-up which looks exactly like a wheel within a wheel, in my opinion. But this is amazing, and this is the greatest time to be alive right now. This is not to make you fear, but hey, whether it's what Ezekiel saw or not, it's time to change your life, believe in Jesus, get your house in order, and be a blessing to the world. There's no fear here, only faith, but it's very interesting to see what's going on.
And today, we see the next stage of Armageddon begin in Damascus, Syria, as America and Israel are bombing the hell out of Muslims in Damascus, Syria, as these Muslims are awaiting for Isa to return to come destroy the one-eyed Dajjal, to destroy the American dollar hegemony supremacy. Jesus the Messiah will descend back to earth with what we call UFOs, when in reality, those are angel ships driven by angels. Project Bluebeam will happen before the actual angel ships come, because the government wants people to be terrified of the so-called UFOs and flee from them and even fight them. Project Bluebeam will also show a hologram of the return of Jesus to usher in the Antichrist. So when people see this hologram of Jesus coming from the sky, they will begin to worship it and be deceived by it. And then from there, the Antichrist will pretend to be Jesus, and then he will claim to be God himself, and people will worship the Antichrist. This is why Israel is trying to destroy El Askamaz, so the Antichrist, the Dajjal, can sit in the third temple and claim to be God. After the whole Project Bluebeam fiasco circus show comes the true chariots of God. This is the great deception and confusion. The end times is happening in our face. The book of Revelations is happening before our very eyes. Jeremiah 50 and 51 and the book of Isaiah and the book of Ezekiel are all happening before our very eyes in the same time frame in history, in the same 10-year time frame in history. We are living in confusing times. Man is under a great deception, a great delusion. America is the daughter of Babylon. The government of Israel is the Revelations 2:9 and the Revelations 3:9 people. The children of Gog and Magog who invaded a peaceful unwalled villages of Palestine in 1948 as described in Ezekiel 38. Black people in America and the Caribbean are the descendants of the tribe of Israel, the head tribe of Judah. Our 400-year captivity in America is over in 2020. From 1619 to 2019 is 400 years. And ever since 2020, we've seen all these calamities happening and befalling upon America. From 2020 to 2025 is America's slow destruction before nuclear World War III. And speaking of 2025, remember a U.S. general said back in 2022, he said that the USA and China will be at war by 2025. And here we are. Look how quickly time has passed. We are knocking down the year 2025 with only 2 weeks left to go. So with all that being said, y'all better continue to stock up before January 20th, 2025, because that's the inauguration day for Donald Trump. When Trump comes into office officially on January 20th, all hell could either break out or he will bring stabilization to the world, at least for 4 years. But he has already set up his cabinet with pro-Israel, pro-Ukraine, demonic warmongers, so expect chaos and war with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a weak man when it comes to dealing with Netanyahu. All that tough guy talk, it don't mean nothing because Donald Trump is soft and subservient to Israel, and Donald Trump is not American enough nor strong enough as a man to say no to Israel and tell Israel to go F off and stop dragging us into your wars. No U.S. president is strong enough or got the spine enough to stand against Israel. We are dealing with a bunch of scared old men who bow down to Israel. So expect Israel to continue to bully America and bully Donald Trump into more wars in the Middle East as Israel plans to build greater Israel and as Israel prepares for the arrival of their Messiah, the Antichrist, the man of sin, the man of lawlessness, the one-eyed Dajjal.